The Samsung QN90C Neo QLED TV has almost everything you'd expect from a premium 4K mini LED TV. Outstanding HDR brightness, a good selection of sizes, consistent upscaling, ample support for a variety of content, and more. It might not be as inherently exciting as the company's QD OLED innovations. The Samsung S95C still holds the top spot as the best TV we've tested this year, but you should watch this entire Samsung QN90C Neo QLED TV review to see how it stacks up. Let's go take a closer look. Powered by Samsung's mini LED panel, the QN90C promises excellent performance across the top genres. For those who aren't familiar, mini LED backlighting provides high levels of brightness while maintaining realistic color and gradations of luminance. But mini LED performance will cost you. This 65-inch configuration has an MSRP of $2,799. There is a very good selection of sizes to choose from, starting at 43 inches to 50, 55, 65-inch, 75, and 85 inches. The QN90C is rather standard looking. It more or less continues the slim, minimalistic design you'll find on most current Samsung TVs. That said, the central stand doesn't offer as much stability as I typically expect. Samsung transitioned to a new base design that uses less space, but that seems to come at a cost. Luckily, you can mount the TV to a wall with the standard VESA mount. Though it doesn't have Samsung's One Connect box that helps with cable management, the QN90C has 4 HDMI 2.1 ports located on the back. These ports support peripheral features like eARC, auto low latency mode, and variable refresh rate. Some of these settings are leveraged by the PS5 and Xbox Series X consoles, which is a plus if you plan to make this set your next gaming TV. Speaking of gaming, let's dig into the benchmarks, starting with a measured 2.1 millisecond lag time. That's pretty much the best we see for TVs. Similarly, this TV's brightness is truly best in class, measuring nearly 1900 nits with HDR content and a 10% window. For comparison, this year's LG C3 OLED TV hit just over 800 nits in the same window, demonstrating the difference between mini LED and OLED capabilities. The QN90C scored as expected in terms of color accuracy and color reproduction. It tested a Delta E of 2.2 with closer to 0 being best, while covering over 99% of the Rec. 709 color space. These might not matter much to the average eye, but they're definitely important to check, especially for premium models like this. As for what you can actually see, the Samsung Neural Quantum Processor 4K powers the TV's HD and SD upscaling. Watching Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, this picture's sophistication seriously impressed me. As Miles Morales and Peter Parker swung through the autumn trees escaping Dr. Olivia Octavius, the subtle contrast between orange and red and yellow maintained realism despite the film's comic book feel. The scene looked crisp, catching even the most minor moments in Miles' progression of learning how to swing. Recalling last year's QN95B model, the only anecdotal shortcoming I noticed when testing was some noticeable blooming and struggles with off-angle viewing. The QN90C made some apparent improvements to both, with much better light control and wider viewing angles. Still, no Dolby Vision support is a setback for fans of the popular format. You do get Dolby Atmos audio when you pair an Atmos soundbar, which I definitely recommend, not because this TV's native audio is bad, but because of Samsung's Q Symphony feature that combines the TV's native speakers with a soundbar for a fuller soundscape. I'll quickly touch on the Smart TV interface. Having tested several Samsung TVs over recent years, I'm familiar with the mostly unchanged platform. The home screen features customizable tiles for content and channels to suit your watching preferences and preferred apps. There's even some good free content. I think people are seriously sleeping on Samsung TV Plus. Of course, you control this all with the remote. It's easy to use, but with the sparse button array, you'll end up navigating additional menus to change settings and inputs. That said, the dedicated launchers for Samsung TV Plus, Netflix, Disney Plus, and Amazon Prime Video are helpful if you use these services often. But my favorite thing about this remote is that it's rechargeable in not one, but 2 ways. The solar panel on the back uses ambient lighting to reserve power, while a USB-C port offers a quick charge rather than replacing batteries. And that's my overview of the Samsung QN90C Neo QLED TV. I go into more of the test results and features in my written review on tomsguide.com, so be sure to check that out. But my takeaway to know here is that despite Samsung's growing push into OLED technology, the QN90C is one of the top sets we've seen this year. It's among the best QLED TVs to hit our bench, hands down. Fantastic brightness and great off-angle viewing are performance highlights, while the rechargeable remote and versatile interface are the things I think you'll appreciate. Drop a comment letting me know which TV we should review next on this channel. And don't forget to keep up with us on social, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Tom's Guide. And as always, I'm at Kate Kozich. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.